Okay, so I got the Daiwa Saltist 4000 reel. It's not the MQ. It's the little cheaper one. It's about $200, not 300. I don't know if I'm going to like it yet or not. I'm going to check it out. You know, I bought it for mainly for surf fishing or just in the salt in general because it has this mag seal. So hopefully it'll protect it. A lot of my rods and reels, especially my reels, my pens especially, seem like even some of my old Daiwa ones get ruined after like 2 or 3 seasons in the salt. No matter what you do, you could clean them. You know, I use the pen cleaners and I spray them with fresh water. It just is what it is. So I'm going to pair it with some put some 30-pound braid on, some Beyond braid. It's blue camo. I'm going to put about 280 yards, which I believe that's probably about the max you can put on this, according to the specs. Yeah, 30 braid at 280 yards. So that's what I'll go with about that. And I'm going to put it on this Akuma or Akuma, whatever how you pronounce it, rod, just temporarily for right now, until I get another rod. So let's get this started. I'll show you how I spool these. I'm just going to use my little towel holder thing. Hopefully this works with this reel. I mean this spool. Let's open it up. So here all I did was did an overhand knot, and then I did a loop, and then came back around. I don't know if you can see this. Now I'll just cinch this on. Put it on. Over the spool here, hopefully you can see. Probably should bring it down. Then just cinch it. Try to keep it on the rubber here. Okay, so what I'd like to do is do a couple manual wraps around. Now you can tie some mono one first, and then do this. Oh, I did make a mistake. I didn't go through the eye. Damn it. Alright, so let's have to make do. I just kind of keep it tight. Just have to drag tight. And just start spooling it. You gotta make sure this is coming off counterclockwise. I don't like how this reverses like this, even though I don't think it's turned on. Why is it doing this? I have to tighten the drag. Okay. The lock, I think that set the lock on. The reverse. Alright. That's about good. Alright. Okay, so now I'm just going to feed the line through the eyes and the guides here. Let's give it a little slack. Let me close this bell because I have it real tight right now. So, alright. So how I set all my rigs up. I'm not saying it's the perfect way, the preferred way, but it's the way I like to set it up and have half decent success for the most part. And it's also easy. So I like to use these quick connects. These clips. These are big ones. I'm not sure if they have a size on them or not. I think I got these at I might have got these at Cabela's. Or maybe Dick's. But these are the bigger ones you can find. So it doesn't go through your top guide here. So I'm just going to do a clinch knot. Hopefully you'll be able to see. I'll do it the hard way too, so that way you can kind of see. So I just go over one loop right here, and I pinch that, and I just kind of wrap around. So you get the twist or just wrap. So I like to wrap around the main line. about 5 to 6 times. What are you doing, Henry? And then I come back through the loop at the bottom. Now on an eye, like a hook, you can come through the bottom of the eye of the hook and call it an improved clinch knot. And just tighten it up, cinch it, and that should be good. Cut off the tag again. Okay, so now I can just put my rigs, snap them right on. So next I'm going to show you how I create my high-low rigs. I'm just going to take some 30-pound mono just for this. Fluoro is really good too, but mono is probably the best because it does have a little flex. Henry, stay here, boy. So I'm going to take about, maybe 6 feet of line. Cut it. I'm sorry, mono. It's about 6 feet or so, and I just take one end of it. Leave about maybe like 3 feet, 2.5 feet, and I just kind of do it like this. Just kind of fold it. And this is going to be my first line for my hooks, my first drop. So what I do, I take my finger and wrap it around 2 times, not too tight, and then just pinch it. And you can see that, and then I come back through the loop. If you can see that. There's different ways you could do this, but this to me is the easiest. It's just I think they call it a surgeon's knot, and just cinch it, and that's tight. Then I go to the other end. I want to have about a foot or 2 space between both lines or drops. Then I'll do the same thing. 2 loops around my finger, real slow. Hopefully you can see it over the blue here. Just like that, and then bring your end here, come back through the loop. You just create a surgeon's knot. Just tighten it, and then take each end and just cinch it. So now there's my 2 drops. I have a lot of excess here. I'm going to cut a lot off, but so there's 2 ways you could do this. You can tie on a swivel up top here, which I don't know if I have one out here right now. Yeah, it's over here. All right. So I take this will be my top. So I take this here. I just do another clinch knot. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Like I said, you could twist though, but I'm just showing this. It might be a little easier to show. And then come back through. Now here, you can come back through the loop and the eye of the swivel. Let's see if I can show you here. A little tricky, especially with mono, because mono has memory. Okay, so I go do both, and then I'll wet it. And then tighten it up. Just pull. If you really want to get it tight, just grab. Just really pull it. Okay. Cut that tag in. Alright, so this will connect to your quick connect up here. Alright, so let's really get creative. We'll use this weight as a demonstration. So then the bottom here, you can either tie on one of these and then hook up to your hook, or you could do another drop, another loop here. because you have a lot of real estate down here to do that. So let's do this. Do another surgeon's knot. And then bring it back through. And we'll cut this tag in. And I'll show you how to put the hook on, or the weight on. So let's do the let's do our hooks now. Now normally I also put beads on, but for this demonstration I'm just going to use the floats. Floats are definitely awesome to have for surf fishing. Keep that bait off the surface. So I like to push down my loop a little bit. Nice and tight. Then I go through the float here. Okay, so now I have the float on. Then I'll take my, I think these are size 2 circle hooks. These could be, these are 2 I think. And let's go through the eye of the hook, but I make sure the barb or the hook is facing where you're going through. So we go through and come around. Then you come back. I don't know if you can see that. Back through the hook and just pull it up. So that's on. That's one drop. Let's do the other drop. Like I said, you can use beads too with the floats, which I normally do, but I don't have any out here right now. At least not accessible. These should be fine. The beads do protect their line a little bit, and also it gives a little rattle. That's why a little more bling. So I got to really tighten this loop to get it through. Alright, let's go back through the float. Come out the other side. Take your hook. Hook is facing your tag end, your line. Come through, come around, and then come around the barb, end of the hook, and pull up. So that way if you need to change out hooks, just kind of pop it back through. You can change out your sizes, or change out if you want to put J hooks on for whiting, etc. So kind of have our line. This is kind of long. It's kind of ridiculous, but you can do it this long. So now the bottom end here, where your weight's going to go, you're just going to do the same thing. Take this loop, come through the eye of the weight, and then just come around the weight and push it back up through. I mean, I kind of prefer this way, but it's just less metal, less junk. You know, if you lose it in the ocean or whatever. Alright. This is a little long for my liking, but I just want to be able to show you. So that's what it looks like. So now I can just pop this right on my quick connect here clip. And I'll kind of take it outside so you can kind of see it a little better. A little more room. Hey, buddy. And that's what it looks like. Hope you can see that. So now you have your 2-drop rig. Did that in like 5 minutes. You have it hooked up to your quick connect up here. The quick connect is big enough, doesn't do the top guide. And you have a strong swivel. And then this is a 30-pound mono, so it's pretty good. And this is a 30-pound braid. So this is a pretty durable setup here. This is the Daiwa Saltist 4000. This is, I think it's a 5:1 gear ratio, or maybe a 5.6 or 5.6 to 1 ratio. I haven't used it yet, so we're going to try it out. I usually use the BGs, so we'll try this out. It's supposed to be a little better. And just put it on this cheaper rod for now. All right.